Welcome. Good morning to Tuesday, June 27th. Let's get a daily vibe going for the day. I can't believe June flew by so quickly. So thanks for being here with me. If you've been following a little daily vibe, my personal challenge this month. And let's see what Tuesday's got going for us today. Okay, Two of Swords in reverse. Something on the card there. Five of Swords in reverse and Nine of Wands in reverse. Well, we're feeling all sorts of reverse today. Reverse cards doesn't mean bad at all, right? Necessarily. So we take each card as they come, and it can be different meanings for each one. So let's get into it. Two of Swords in reverse is usually to me about coming out of a time of stalemate. So it can either mean two things. Two of Swords in reverse is about, Two of Swords is about feeling in a stalemate. It's about not knowing what direction to go in. Our eyes are closed. We've willfully blindfolded ourselves to really force ourselves into listening to our intuition. The moon is there as a symbol of really feeling our way through a situation. The swords are up, so we're not necessarily communicating. We're not necessarily using words or thoughts here. We're really taking a break from communicative action in order to really be in our feels, in order to really be in the feeling world, the intuition world, the world of the night, the feminine landscape, right? So when the Two of Swords is in reverse, we've made a decision, have found the clarity. It's time to put those swords to work. It's time to reach out and say what you need to say. Or conversely, you're feeling deeper in confusion, like you're stuck. It's too much. We've spent too much time here. Either way, it's time to come out of a feeling of indecision. So you're either wallowing too much in this, or you're very clear and you're like, we're ready to go today. We're ready to say what we need to say. We understand now what action needs to be taken. We understand now where we need to go. Followed by the Five of Swords in reverse. I kind of love this journey for us because the Five of Swords is about conflict, and it's about conflict that usually doesn't end well, unnecessary conflict, times where we're just kind of cutting each other up, competition that doesn't end well. There's no one that really wins with the Five of Swords. So this could really be a day about deciding to put something down. The remedy with the Five of Swords is to just like let it go. There are other cards in the tarot that say stand up for what you believe in. It's time to fight for your end game here. Nine of Wands is one of those cards. You're beat up, you're bruised, you're bloody, you've been broken in pursuit of or in defense of your garden, what you've grown, what you've accumulated, experiences, people, places, things. There's something that you've worked really, really hard to do. And the Nine of Wands says you are tired, but keep going. You're so close, right? We'll get back to that in a second. But the Five of Swords is not one of those cards. When we see the Five of Swords, it's about stepping away. The conflict isn't productive. Someone's going to get hurt, right? Walking away here. So when it's in reverse, we've put the conflict away. We've decided that like we're good. We don't want to engage in the argument anymore. So we're taking action here in some way. We're coming out of confusion or stalemate with the Two of Swords in reverse. We have decided to step away from the conflict in some way, whether that's forced or a conscious choice. We're no longer willing to engage in conflict today, unnecessary conflict. The Nine of Wands in reverse, it might feel like you're giving up in maybe the best way, like surrendering. It might feel like you're surrendering to something that is no longer working. So again, when the Nine of Swords is upright, we're really encouraged to keep working at it. Just keep working at it. One more step, right? One more step and you're gonna get to there. You're gonna get there. It's worth the blood, sweat, and tears to keep collecting these rods here, to keep growing your garden, to keep working on whatever projects it is that you are working on here. It's time to give up when the Nine of Wands is in reverse. The message is like, it's time to just give up protecting or fighting for or becoming more and more bruised and battered for something that isn't working out, whether that's a relationship you keep chipping away at, or a job, or the way that you're doing something in a relationship or a job, right? Maybe this is like, we keep going to couples counseling and bumping up against a wall. Well, maybe you just need to go on a vacation. Or, I am not a therapist, so don't let me give you like relationship advice. But like, you know, or maybe you've been like working overtime at your job, like working so hard. Knight of Wands in reverse says, give it up for a second, take a break. Like, who cares how busy it is? Take the next 2 or 3 days off, and maybe that release, the relaxation, like not worrying about it so much, will actually bring the answers that you want or bring you closer to success in whatever way that means for you. So it's a really interesting day. It's a day about kind of giving up with all of this in reverse, but for your best good, for your highest outcome. We are coming back into a time of clarity and action in some way. We're giving up feeling blocked. We're giving up the conflict, and we're stepping away from fighting, stepping away from unnecessary conflict or hurt here. And we're giving up fighting so hard for something that we've been working towards that might not be working very well for us. And I say that because if the advice here is to give it up, that's spirit really offering a strategy for our highest good. So if the advice is to surrender, it's because surrendering is going to lead you to where you most want to go. So I hope that's helpful. Let's see what Tuesday today brings, and I'm curious to see how it all works out for you. I hope you guys have the best day. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.